Hi guys, my name is Nadia Sherwin and I am so thankful to the Mom's View for having me on today. I am excited to share my story with you. It might be one that you've never heard before. I am the mom of twins and triplets. Yes, you heard that right. I have 3-year-old twins and 1-year-old triplets. The twins are 2 girls, Amari and Kiona, and the triplets are 2 more girls and 1 boy, Mila, Colette, and Noah. And our life is busy and crazy and absolutely wonderful. Not perfect, but so much fun. Right before we had the triplets, and then again right after we had the triplets, we were actually featured on the local news. And we had a lot of people ask us, how can we stay connected with you? How can we follow your story? So we created Sherwin Full House. 2 of a kind plus 3 of a kind. We opened up our Facebook page, our Instagram, and more recently our YouTube account, where we are just documenting our days. What we strive for on our social media platforms is really realistic parenting. Some days it might look like we have it all together, and some days I will let you know that it's falling apart. My husband's name is Robbie. We have been married since 2012, and we immediately started trying for a family. We struggled with infertility for 2 years before we sought out some professional help, and it wasn't working for another 6 months. And we finally resorted to injectable hormone medication, which is basically the step before you would go and do IVF. And it was scary, and it was a hard time, and it tested our marriage for sure, but we came out on the other end strong. And we had our first 2 beautiful twin girls, and I just remember my emotions on that day looking at that sonogram thinking how incredibly blessed we were, and if that was all that we got, we would be so happy with that blessing and these 2 girls, and we were going to give them all of our love. And then we decided to try again. So we thought we'd try again for a little boy. We knew what worked for us. We knew what treatments to do and that we could be successful. So we stepped back the dose of the injectable medications a little bit, thought we'd try for 1 more, cross our fingers that it was a little boy, and we did get a little boy and 2 extra girls. When we found out about the triplets, it wasn't quite the same really excited, like ready mentality that we had for the twins. We were excited, of course, but we were also terrified. What would this look like? What kind of car would we have to drive? How could we get places? How could we ever go out on a date night again? How would we survive? And so at that time, I left my job as a kindergarten teacher, and now I stay home full-time with our 5 kids. Leaving my career was one of the hardest things that I've ever had to do. I never really planned on being a stay-at-home mom. I had a passion for teaching. I wanted to help the community, and it was so hard to say goodbye to that for at least a few years. And so I'm loving being a stay-at-home mom, but wrapping my brain around what all that entails and the stresses and the isolation of staying at home. I get a lot of comments that I must be super mom, or I must be really organized, or I must have a lot of tips and tricks on how I get by, and all I really have to say about that is that I think that every single mother, every single one of you, you do what you have to do, and you do what needs to be done for your family without question. And that is what we strive to do. We just give our best to our kids and our family every single day, and just pray and hope that they will come out great. We couldn't imagine a different life for ourselves. Might not be for everybody, but it certainly is for us, and we think that we got dealt the best hand that life has to give, a full house. We hope that you guys come and join us over on our social media on our Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and we can just share with you a little bit of our journey and our day-to-day life. Thank you again to the Mom's View for having us on today. We hope you'll check us out on their Instagram stories today as well. We'll see you later. Bye.